I received the Brian Lavalette Memorial Scholarship in June of 1996. And at that time, that was the only scholarship that the foundation was giving. And I was the first female recipient of the scholarship too, so that was very exciting for me. Applying for the scholarship, and I was nervous to apply for the scholarship because I knew Brian. We were in band together. We were both soccer players. He was only a year ahead of me in school. I guess I wouldn't call us necessarily friends, but we were acquaintances. We had things in common. And to try to live up to somebody else's great inspiration, even at being 17 or 18 when I applied, it felt like big shoes to fill. And especially after seeing Todd and Austin receive the awards the years before, it was the honor of the scholarship, not even the financial piece, that was really exciting and humbling when I received the award. Won the scholarship at the senior awards banquet and was presented the award with a print as well, and it's followed me from student housing to my first home, and it hangs in our home today, and I see it every morning when I walk down the hall. And it just, when we've had struggles in our life, which we've certainly had, it just reminds me to think about all the steps. The journey is the reward. And that's been the story of our family. Meaningful because, when I met my husband and he was like, well, what is this? Why is this so important to you? And it's like, well, because this led me from high school on into being an adult, and has kind of, when I've fallen off the course I wanted to take, kind of given me a reason to get back on the right path. I attended UW-Stevens Point for 4 years. During that time, I studied abroad in Spain for a semester and graduated with a double major in Spanish and sociology. After that, I worked as a home visitor for families that were at risk of abuse and neglect. I worked in an early intervention birth to 3 program, and then went back to school to get my teaching certificate in early childhood special education. So then I taught early childhood special education for the last 11 years, and then looking forward to teaching those early childhood special education courses at UWSP starting in the fall. So after working with young kids and their families for the past 17 years, I will be able to influence the next generation of people who will be working in those situations. I think that the really neat thing for me is to daily see the journey as the reward, and just live those words and know that when we get off track or we make decisions that aren't true to ourselves, that we can get back on that journey. And I think that that's been the impact, that I'm on this journey for myself, for my family, for my children, but also as a scholarship recipient, to bring Brian's spirit forward in those journeys as well. And I think because I was one of the first recipients, his story was still so fresh and so new, and the loss of a young life was still so real. And to know that his life had meaning, and so much meaning that it can inspire so many people to keep moving their own lives forward, just is really the impact that it's made for me.